You agree with me that she found new love? You can see the glow in her. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
she
I know
glowing.
there's no new love. It's just me.
She
Oh,
glowing.
please tell us
Oh, so you
more.
just flexing?
It's just
You
me.
get
Ain't
fun.
nobody
I
else?
won
Yeah.
my first for ballroom. It's competitive, and in the house, I've been in the house for about 2 years, and it was a lot of fighting with my house mothers and my house fathers because I have a very strong personality. If you don't know it, and I won the first grand prize trophy for our chapter in November.
Mic a little bit.
Oh, I won the first grand prize trophy for our chapter in November, and to be in something that is more so LGBTQ plus, and to be in something as a cisgender woman, and to win the first grand prize trophy in my chapter ever, I understand the importance of being first. So I've been living out of that glow, and then plus my birthday passed, and I had so many people around me filled with love for my birthday. Then the podcast dropped, so that was another success in my book. Then I got a trophy, that was great. I was able to walk a category that they kept bullying me that I couldn't walk. So I did.
What category was that?
To be explicit, so I walk body, which is like JV. And I've been trying to walk sex siren. And they were basically like, until you get any trophies, you can't walk sex siren.
Really?
So I got my body trophy and they were like, go, you can do whatever you want. You got this, blah, blah, blah. I have another competition this weekend that I'm very excited for. And if I win that competition, I have the chance to win a grand prize body for the year.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I've been living in that glow, just nothing but success.
Congratulations. We're so happy for you.
Thank you.
And we're excited to get back into In the Fries.
Yes.
Welcome to a new episode. It's the holiday season, and we're having all the holiday vibes and feels. Are you guys excited?
Definitely.
We are going to be talking all about Thanksgiving today.
Sorry, let me cut you guys off there. Start over again.
We should just do a proper intro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same way how you guys do. Start over.
Okay. Just start with the actual intro, not conversations.
No. The conversation was cool.
Oh, okay.
I think I didn't do certain things. But
Oh, okay.
Yes, just you can start your day. That was cool.
Yeah, we're going to ask the gentlemen how they doing.
So we're good.
Gentlemen, how you guys doing?
You get cool chilling. You go
You,
just
you're
taking
recovering well from that CIC tour?
Of course, you
The
get.
tour manager.
I told that small. That's much happened on that road.
Oh, you made a lot of money from that tour, bro.
No, that tour, I donated my service to Liberian people. Everything I did all for free. I spent my own money because you know what I said? I said my time, my own money because I say this, right? Every July 26th weekend, Liberian people, they support me. They come out. So it wouldn't hurt for me to give back to the industry. So that's my way of doing so. So yeah,
I don't think
I ain't get one rock. I ain't get from that player out air. One rock nobody give me.
That's amazing. Now a lot of people
That's
can do that.
dedication.
Yeah,
You really love it.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, and supposed still try to put my knee in the mix of it, but that's because of another
we
day.
in the fries. Who trying to spoil your knee? I
Who
think
trying to spoil your knee, oh?
we need a
who
another
trying to spoil your knee,
episode.
baby?
We need
This
another
my
episode.
knee, and I work hard for, and I build it. When they kind of can say, oh, I try to share show, I try to small money. They say I try to share show behind their back, all kind of nonsense.
Well, we
We
in the
not
fries,
collect
though. We
anything
in the
from it.
fries.
End of the
That's
day, I talk to them about it, and they corrected a mistake. They say sorry, we ain't meaning it.
Oh, well, we're going to have to dive into that in another episode, but we're
Definitely.
so
But I did
happy.
sweet for you too on the other end.
We're so happy to be back with another episode of In the Fries. It's the holiday season. We are feeling the vibe. The leaves are changing. We're all in our brown. We're ready to drink our pumpkin spice latte. So we're going to be talking about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is coming up very soon. We're going to be celebrating. We're all so happy. I already have my amazing co-host here. I don't think we need to do intro again. You guys,
They know us.
they know you guys
us.
by now.
But
Yeah,
now that you know us,
I
you
think
get-
so.
Yes, we're going to be talking all about Thanksgiving. And first, we want to start with a little history about how Thanksgiving started in Liberia. And of course, we got our historian here. He's going to be taking the lead on the history. Nabi, take it away.
Yeah, so Thanksgiving actually originated from England. Yeah, in the 1620 by a group of people called the Pilgrims. Yeah, they went against the church in England, in Plymouth. So they said that the church in England, in Rome, was actually corrupt. So they migrated into the U.S. And that's where they settled and they had a first Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving actually is only celebrated in 7 countries in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, and Liberia happens to be one of the 7. So in Liberia, Thanksgiving went back home in 1821 when the settlers found Liberia as a land of the free. And Thanksgiving was actually put into law, signed by the legislatures in 1839, that Thanksgiving became official, a day to celebrate freedom, peace. So that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Oh, thanks for that
So,
brief
so, so,
history.
so, where do people get all the eating all that food thing from? Where you get that one from? Where you get it from?
Well, it's just a way to celebrate. When people talk about celebrations, so that's just the way
Food, liquor,
just the way to
drinking,
celebrate and stuff like that.
And I also noticed that Thanksgiving is celebrated on a different day in Liberia.
Yeah.
I think it's the first November of January. Not January, November. The first
Week
week,
of
the
November.
first Thursday
Yeah.
of the first
November.
Thursday of
Yeah.
November.
Yeah.
They put red
was
there
like,
to you
wait,
for that
what?
conversation.
Yeah, first Thursday in
The
November.
first Thursday of November instead of where we do is the last Thursday of November in the U.S.
Yes.
Okay. Woo, that
So-
was a brain freeze
so-
moment.
Yeah. So like I said, right? The reasons are different.
Okay.
Because in America was the English. They were celebrating freedom from the church, from the church in England when they migrated to America for refuge. Or they sat in this little town called Massachusetts, right? Is that how they call it, right? Yeah.
Massachusetts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So that's where they sat in, and then for Liberia, it was our own settlers, indigenous that came over here and then went back home and then found the land. So they said, since we finally free, we should celebrate Thanksgiving. So it's slavery and rebel against church. So it's
Okay.
Thanksgiving in two countries, but two different reasons, but it's all freedom.
Okay, okay. And there was no specific reason that they choose the first Thursday in November. There was no particular reason. I'm only asking because
No.
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think there was a particular reason. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for the little history on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So doing Thanksgiving time, what you can do in Liberia to celebrate Thanksgiving? To see what we can do.
Well,
right?
yeah. Thanksgiving is celebrated in Liberia with family.
Gathering.
Yeah, family gather together.
Okay.
Cook a lot of food.
Do they still eat turkey?
Y'all can make turkey
No,
too?
we don't eat turkey.
Yeah,
What you can make? What's your
We
traditional?
we eat our traditional. We roasted fish, jollof rice,
Okay.
check rice. Yeah.
Making me hungry.
Fried rice.
Check rice.
All the beautiful delicacy.
Do they go to church?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We do. Yes, we celebrate that by giving thanks to God for freedom. Yeah.
I know the Liberian Junior. Thanksgiving time coming on, your parents will be having pressure on you saying, oh, when you getting married, when you bring it, I thought the woman they come and put you on pressure
The
again.
family Thanksgiving dinner can't be easy. That's when all the drama, all the family that you have not seen, that way everything can happen. So
be
if
like-
you're not
they be like-
married yet and you not go get second child by different men, that way all the
Oh God, woman they can talk. All
prepare
kind
to
of
be
thing they know.
questioned.
Somebody can be talking about somebody getting married, but they're not married. Me, I want to know her. I got all day you want to tell somebody get married. You not married yourself. So why you want me get married for?
I
There's
know.
always the into cooking too.
I know.
Right, the one into who's just cooking, she the one has it at her house. She the one unmarried, unfortunately.
She's not married, right? But
She
everybody
know
get married.
everyone business.
But I sometimes I look forward to going though because I want to catch up with the family drama. We're there for the gathering and hanging out, but the little drama is all part of it too. I know you said you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, Smitty. Is there a reason why? Can you tell us a little bit of your background?
Being raised Jehovah's Witness, we do not celebrate Thanksgiving. They're not we don't shun it. So if we do sometimes go sit and eat, growing up, I do remember one or two Thanksgivings that we would travel to Silver Springs and stay with my aunt. Or at least I would say at that time, and I know how they did it. It was very, big family style, how we say the same thing, talking all the nonsense, that's cooking. And to me, it was always just a big dinner party. That's how I looked at Thanksgiving. So we did, and then as I grew up and the more we got into, we call it the truth, we started refraining from holiday celebrations. And yeah, the reasons why Jehovah's Witnesses, I guess, don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I mean, Christopher Columbus was a great person.
Right.
So with Jehovah's Witnesses, we do like to look into the facts of things a lot of the times, even down to Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a pagan holiday that was created by a gay man.
It is.
Yeah, so it's when you look at the facts of things, we're we can't just blindly celebrate it because
Right.
it's homey or it's this or it's that, which we don't shun it also. We're not someone who are oh, your Christianity or your Catholicism, so you
Facts.
don't agree with it, so I can't. No, if you cook and you give me plate, I will eat your plate. Because the same way, if I want you to come to my church, I can't sit here and ask you to come to my church and come feel celebrations with me, and if I can't respect you as well. Back in the day, it was a little more harsher. It was very much black and white lines, like you can't do this, you can't do that. As of late, I will say what my mother's explained to me about where the truth is now. They are more welcoming and accepting that other people have other forms of life. There's a lot of mixed and blended families.
Yeah.
So, like, say the dad may not be Jehovah's Witness and the mom is Jehovah's Witness. The children shouldn't suffer now because one parent is making this decision from their life. Or
Yeah.
not suffer, make this choice. You have to be open to both idealism. So, yeah.
And it's so interesting that you say that, because with me celebrating Thanksgiving, I never really saw it as like a religious holiday. I
Yeah,
just
it's not
saw
really.
it as a way of,
Coming together.
coming together and just celebrating and hanging out with your family or your friends. Now we do Friendsgiving, where you get together with your friends and you guys eat and just celebrate. I never really look at it from a...
all kind of
There are a lot of
I love
holidays.
Friendsgiving. Don't do that.
Yeah,
I love
there are a lot of-
Friendsgiving too.
Friendsgiving.
Do they celebrate Friendsgiving in Liberia?
No.
It might be coming to Liberia soon.
Yeah, I think Joel will take it there.
Yeah, well,
Do the first
reason why,
Friendsgiving.
yes, the reason why we like Friendsgiving, because not everybody have family to celebrate Thanksgiving
Like
with.
me, I don't have any family, so I'm always spending it with someone else's family.
Yeah.
Or I'm waiting for the Friendsgiving festivities to really feel the moment. Because, like, where you can go to grandma, auntie, this, that, and the third, they all cooking, they all have it lined up. I don't have that.
I love Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
I think I like Friendsgiving more than Thanksgiving because there's less drama at
It's
Friendsgiving.
less tea, it's less family tea. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
definitely.
that's-
Less
So-
family tea.
So on all kind of things that happening there.
To the Friendsgiving?
Yeah,
They
but
can be
personally,
drinking liquor, partying, dancing.
Yeah.
And not behaving over there. You're
We
like,
be misbehaving to the Friendsgiving, but we
Yeah.
like it. That's what it's all about.
I mean, based on my personal opinion, right? I think like Thanksgiving should actually be celebrated a day by yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, that you should give thanks to God, for
Why is that?
for your existence and all of that. I mean, it's not a particular reason, but I'm gonna just say it like, a lot of times people go to family reunion and we got a lot of drama within families. A lot of people not talking to each other. A lot of people got hate for each other, but because the fact that we all family and because it's Thanksgiving Day, so we all should sit on the same table to break bread.
That's not always the case.
So I got a
because
serious, for me, I got a serious
It's
problem
not
with
always
that.
the case because speaking from experience, me
Yeah.
and my father, we didn't speak for years.
Yeah.
And for those reasons, I did not attend some of the family Thanksgiving dinner because I'm like, this is not the place that we're going to hash out
Good. So
our family drama.
So you see, that was smart. But other families, right, they will compare you to go to those Thanksgivings.
Nah, but the thing about family, right?
Because it's tradition.
You got to understand something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so important, like, for us to have, like, our father in our life, our mother in our life.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to understand how to be able to go through these disagreements and misunderstandings sometimes. Because it's a bigger picture. Because for me, like, me and my father always has been, like, at a space where we hauling and pulling, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, my puppet, me, he been trying to...
Chop
we
it
been
up.
we having real good conversations.
Now,
He try,
old age,
He's
yo.
getting
I
older.
was gonna say, do you feel like when you get older, and them as well, do you feel like it's easier to be able
Yeah, he
to
should-
deal with them now?
Man, my puppet trying to get some money together.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's getting
I'm like,
older.
yeah,
He
that's-
realized a lot.
Trying to get some money together. I was like, wow, we gonna
And you
get
know,
some money together?
My parents used to say that all the time. As you get older, your relationship with your siblings get better. Your relationship with your parents get better because you just start to understand a little bit more.
So time.
And time, and you start to have more life experiences. And now I really look forward to these holidays because as adults now we're all so busy. We really don't get to hang out with our family. We don't get to hang out with our friends. So I look forward to Thanksgiving. I look forward to the drama with my dad when I go there because he's gonna be like, I have another child that I don't know about.
Yeah, but that's what you see. But that's what you see, right? That's why you see the grandchildren, right? They love their grandparents.
Right.
Spoil them.
Yeah, they can spoil them.
Spoil the hell
They can
out of
spoil the grandchildren.
Because sometimes the love they never give us, they be giving
They give it-
back,
they give
back
it
to
to
the kids.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But they got
be-
time, like you said. Everybody
Like,
said
it
it
be
takes
so
time.
hard.
It takes
They're
time.
more
It be
relaxed.
so
They're
hard.
not working the hard hours that they were working when we were babies and children.
Yeah,
They
and they
got
can
nothing
look
but
back on
time.
that mistakes
Yeah.
and be like, okay, I did a lot with this child that maybe I went wrong here. And now it's been like 30, 40 years later. What can I do better? The same as a parent when you have a child. Like my first child, I didn't know what I was doing. They say the first children are like the guinea pig. You just kind of
Fortunately, I'm a firstborn.
you're just kind of figuring it out. So when you have your second child, you're like, okay, I kind of have an idea. And then as you have more, you get more experience, and you're like, all right, I was a little harsh on that one. I could do better.
Yeah, life
Yeah.
is like a learning experience. Like you learn as you go. So like sometimes we be so hard on people and we be so upset about how somebody went about something. Not understanding that's that person's reality. You understand that's what they grew up seeing.
Yeah.
That's what they listen to with the music and like
Yeah.
it's a lot of things that impact the way people will act to other people. We gotta get in a space where we can forgive
We
people.
can forgive. That's such a
Yeah,
good
like-
message in the spirit of the holiday and Thanksgiving and
Yeah.
Christmas. We gotta forgive. We gotta come together. We gotta soften our heart a little bit for our parents, because I think one of our other episodes we spoke about the parents, and I think a few people they didn't really take it so well. But we have a lot of struggles with our parents growing up. A lot of Africans,
I was actually
Liberians.
going to tie into that because
Yes.
you're saying you're being so positive. Can I be a little negative?
Go
Can
ahead.
I get some stories? Because
Get
I mean,
some
I don't have any
stories.
stories. All I got from when I was like 8, I remember one time somebody came home with a baby that was half Asian, and I was like, where this child came from?
Ooh.
That was tea for me at 8 years old, because I was just like, okay. But what are some like funny stories from y'all family Thanksgivings or things you guys have experienced?
For my own family Thanksgiving.
Nobody ruined the soup, nothing?
It's just some people
Oh,
just
man, that's always drama.
yeah, some people just can't.
I mean-
they can cook food that's not good and taste that food.
What you
and
didn't
things
like?
like
Tell me what
that.
you didn't like.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that turkey thing. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't really
It's
care
too
for
dry.
turkey.
Yeah, I mean,
Turkey
like-
is
yeah,
dry,
yeah.
no season.
Bring some big fish.
I don't like on seasoned food.
Yeah.
I like my turkey and my collard greens. That's the only way I want
And you
it.
guys know I never got into like the gravy.
I
turkey
hate
gravy,
gravy. Or the stuff.
I know our African people
Oh, the
don't
papa
know
pie.
anything about that, right? Liberian people, they don't
Okay.
do that in Liberian. I know turkey gravy
They can
and
season the
stuffed
turkey. They
turkey.
can bake it. They can
They
cook
shove all
it.
kind of things in the turkey. The turkey
If
butt
we
be
dry
having.
cornmeal that they have in there with vegetables, I cannot eat
Well,
that.
for all kind of thing there. When
Yeah,
bro?
I never. Now they have the fried turkey.
I like
People
the
are burning
papa
their
pie.
houses.
I like the papa pie.
Is that
The pumpkin pie?
a Thanksgiving tradition in Liberia?
The papa pie.
The papa
yeah.
pie. I've never had papa pie.
It's nice. It's
Really?
It's really nice, tasty.
So it's made out of papa, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
yeah, it's made out of papa.
Papa,
yeah.
papa pie.
What's papa?
Yeah, papa pie.
Is a
They make a papa like,
like a
make
fruit.
a papa like a meat pie type.
It's like
yeah.
a fruit. Papa is like a fruit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a fruit.
It's a fruit.
I'm confused now with
I like
pasta.
the papa pie.
But speaking of the drama from the Thanksgiving dinner, I have a big family.
Okay.
Yeah.
My resettlement family and my
The resettlement?
my resettlement family. All my Liberian people, y'all know resettlement family.
Yeah.
You know resettlement family?
We all
No,
know that level.
You out American.
You know,
Speedy American, you know
that level
resettlement
you
family?
get?
What's your resettlement
A
family?
level.
Hey, we can talk that one L.
Get that begin.
Okay. Just a little
My mom would
bit.
tell me later. she would
Immigration
come to me.
number, I will tell you off air.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
But I got my
Oh, you get it now?
So basically, we have a mixed family. We have a big mixed family, right? My resettlement family, my real family. I have a big family, so there's so much. There's always drama.
Of course.
There's always drama. Every time we go, there's a new baby from somebody that nobody know where the baby came from, where the baby pie, and this and that. My last drama that I remember, that was before I got married. I went there. My pa, I don't know what to call him, Papi Pepe. I'm his only girl.
Of course.
So
You're
we're always
Yeah, but
we
that's-
always bumping
That
head.
can be hot.
So we went there now. My now husband, which was not my husband at the time, we won't go do introduction.
So the first minute marry you quick with it.
He won't go first. He won't go introduce himself to the man. The man said, "So that you don't want." I'm not gonna say the word because we on air.
Yeah.
Marry my daughter.
Effing my daughter, then you won't come stay in front of me.
Oh, my papa
My papa rude.
Papa can misbehave.
Our crew man.
Pele.
Fella. What?
That's crazy.
Then you won't come introduce yourself to me. You feel like you made for yourself now.
Yeah.
He made a whole Thanksgiving dinner small for all.
Wow.
Say, Papa misbehave on the minute.
And Papa misbehave.
Your
That's
husband
what-
Nigerian too.
I know he was. I know.
But it's probably the way she did it.
Yeah, because he felt like
It's
he
probably the way she did
no,
it.
the man don't like to listen.
Or she
you
probably
know?
tried to surprise her dad.
I ain't
You're
trying to surprise my
confused.
dad. I was just minding my own
Or
business.
you told him like
you know.
like you officially told him that you was bringing someone over to the
I told
family
you, me and the man,
Thanksgiving dinner.
we have family issue. We haven't spoken for years and this
Okay.
and that. But I still be showing up to the family. Sometimes I'll show up to the family Thanksgiving dinner. So I just pop up that day. I pop
so,
up.
So you the problem.
Yeah,
No, but
talking
I was
about a
minding my
blind
business, though.
spot.
You weren't
You the
minding your
problem.
business.
I
Yeah.
didn't say
No,
nothing
no.
to him. I
You
ain't
wasn't
gonna
Talking
being
about a
very
blind
demure.
spot.
I was being very, I was being very
You was not.
I was being I wasn't holding hand. I wasn't kissing. Y'all know I was like, people when in relationship now, we holding hand, we kissing, we just
friends.
We just friends. We just, there's
Friendly.
distance between all. But the man too now, he won't go be responsible. Me, I'm going to introduce myself. I said, sit down. When you want to go introduce yourself, me say you want to introduce yourself, he now go. And this and that, this and that. I had the papa just shopping. And so, go find somewhere to sit.
You cause power on the puppy, you guess.
Yeah.
You started the power on the puppy, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
My dad would have did the same
Like,
thing.
Yeah, that's the last. That was the last Thanksgiving drama.
Like right now, right? Like right now, like all I think about is that day.
You meet your daughter boyfriend?
I mean, like she's only 8 years old, bro, and all I think about is that day. Like
But you got him.
I'm gonna be giving her out. I feel scared.
Scared of what?
I don't know, bro. I just feel
You
scared.
scared of the thing that you did to other people?
Yeah.
No, that's my little baby. No.
Why you feel for? Why you tell me cousin?
No, I just feel scared, bro. But whatever my son-in-law and I, we're gonna have a very good relationship.
You
Definitely.
hope you
makes
guys will
sense.
have a good relationship.
No, I will make that relationship a good one.
That's
Okay.
beautiful.
I
I
love
love more
that.
dads to think like that.
Yeah,
I
that makes
want
I'm
you to
gonna
go
make
back.
that
at the
relationship
end
a
of
good
the
one because
day-
that's my daughter.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm gonna
so,
make
yeah.
sure that relationship is a good one with him. Yeah.
But I think our African fathers, and Smitty can probably, piggyback off of this, they don't really try to build relationship with the in-laws. They feel like the guys should try to make the relationship with them because it's like, this is my daughter, this is my child.
Feel entitled.
Even the mother-in-laws, then it's like when you're dating that son or you marry that son, like you don't want to be working to build a relationship with me. It's not like it should be 50-50.
I
We should
think it's
both
kind
be
of different
trying.
with a mother and a father.
Yeah,
I think the guess you definitely work for the son.
Why?
And then the
Shut up.
Why you see the same thing in you? Or you come with a thing in you?
No, I think with my dad, if I think he has daughter-in-laws and he has son-in-laws. His son-in-law, my father's not a talkative man, but he's a politicking man.
Okay.
So it's not that he has overly close relationships, but he does try to make an effort. Being Jehovah's Witness, they don't date for years. They date for a couple months and they get married.
Okay.
So it was very much like you got to be in the family. You got to talk to this person. You got to be overly involved. So my dad, he's not a talkative man, but he is quite involved. He know the person. He know their family people. He know where you're coming from.
And he makes an effort to have a relationship.
Oh, he don't make an effort to have a relationship with nobody. But if you there, like if we're having family events, he doesn't make you feel ostracized or in a
Right.
way. Like he's gonna talk to you. He's gonna come sit. Like me, I'm the one kid who's not Jehovah's Witness who will have a boyfriend. Say my boyfriend comes to the house, he still make my boyfriend feel comfortable. He
That's
doesn't make him
nice.
feel less than a human being because he's not of the same religion.
That's
People like,
nice.
where's so and so? Why he not sitting here? Da 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 da. And my mother is the same way. So
And you have really good parents. Because some other parents be like, you ain't calling me. If it's like the phone only works one way, you should be doing all the calling. They don't
Oh,
call.
no, my mom
Now
call
your
me all
son-in-law
day.
can't call me. Now your daughter-in-law can't call me.
no,
Yeah,
she
so
don't got
this
the
and that.
number for a reason because she gonna call all day.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
so in Liberia, right?
Yeah.
You said that you guys celebrate Thanksgiving. They'll go to the houses. You'll eat. Mm-hmm. You'll do the same way we do over here. But
Just
what
different
what
days.
do you guys get out of Thanksgiving, my man? Like, what is the purpose of actual Thanksgiving?
Well, like I said, bro, it's giving God the honor, the glory,
Right.
glorifying Him for another beautiful day, another beautiful year. Because November is always, it's almost I think
Close
The
to
end of
close
the
of the
year.
year.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
So it's just about glorifying God. So it's celebrated back home. People do similar like fasting, eating, and it's just all about thanking God. you know?
Speaking about God, right? You remember the pastor that went to Liberia these couple of days?
Yeah.
I did one a couple of days ago. Where they put foot out, that's still up.
What pastor?
Some pastor
From Nigeria?
From Nigeria, one Liberia. People foot out the stadium. Full of the stadium. I never seen a stadium packed like that before.
Is he a good
You
pastor?
got all people in there. Just think they just go talk to God, just deliver for them. They ain't got to put no word about it. They probably get what they
I
But
mean,
you-
that's not the
you-
first time. That's not the first time we have seen that happen back home. Like a lot of us, like we don't respect our own prophets or prophetess that we have back, because like for me, I always tell people, know God for yourself.
Yeah.
Like I always do that. I know God for myself. So to embrace a foreign pastor and giving that power, and that's a lot, bro. A lot of
You should
a lot
always
of
take
churches and
in
stuff
the
like that had a
traveling
problem with
overseers.
it. Yeah, a lot of churches did have problem with that.
I mean, I saw somebody late Junior.
Oh, so what the problem that they
do-
had because there was too many people going to see this Nigerian
No,
pastor?
the crazy thing about it was the problem.
It was well attended.
You get when I say everybody, like even some late Junior, I know they're not even supposed to be over there. I said, what you do over there? All I did they just waving this. I said, what
So is
movie
this
is
like
it?
is he a big pastor in Nigeria? Is he kind of like almost like a celebrity?
Yeah,
in a way?
Yeah, exactly,
yeah.
So
pretty much.
that makes sense. The reason why people would do that, because let's say if Chris Brown or another artist from here went there that is big, there might be a big turnout. So it was people saw it as a chance for them to go and receive that blessing. And I think I'll be forgetting Liberia is very high, so they run to these pastors then because people are just looking for a way out.
The easy
People
way
looking
out.
for a way out. It's like, okay, there's nothing else. What am I going to turn to? And that's what religion is all about. It's like we all need something to turn to. So when times are hard and things are really hard in Liberia right now, so
If we go to the
when
Bible,
that Pastor King,
when
everybody was
Paul
going to go get that
went
little
to
blessing.
Corinthians, and he went to this place, and he went to this place, and he went to this place. They took him in. That's what you're supposed to do to your traveling overseers and your traveling
Yeah,
pastors.
my uncle told me something. He said that once you see the men that do that crusade in the country, the next step is they building a church.
Yeah, but you got to understand one thing too, Joel, that God is everywhere. God is everywhere, and God also is a very jealous God. So
Can be worshiping somebody else.
yes, I mean in that kind of way, you
Yeah,
understand
wow.
what I was trying to say? Because religion, you got to be careful with it.
Do you think he's being a bit too haughty or taking on like a false prophet?
No, we're not talking about other
No,
way.
we're not
They're
talking
talking
about
about the
that. Yeah,
pastor
we're not-
himself. It's the
Pastor, talking about,
people.
like the people.
And how much effort they're
way-
giving
yeah,
it.
yeah,
But that's what
yeah, the
when it's
situation.
what the Bible say, you're not supposed to worship the prophets, you're supposed to worship me. That's what I'm asking. Do you guys feel as if the people are worshiping the prophet?
I think the people looking for a way. They're looking for some type of blessing. The
Well,
holiday season,
Giving
coming
a
on, things high.
chance, like giving a
I tell
chance.
you, looking for a blessing.
They're looking for a blessing. Yeah, it's Christmas right around the corner. Things high. Pastor, pray for me now. Let me let me find a way through.
I mean, like giving a chance, right? Like giving a chance back home in Liberia. You see, I mean, there are a lot of times you see us with the Liberians, right? We just hope for the prospect, or we just hope for things to happen. Like you walking down the line, you see someone preaching and praying, and say, "Oh, miracle visa," and then you stand there, you don't even have a passport. How are you gonna get the miracle visa?
I tell you,
Yeah, so the whole idea
Oh,
of
God,
a
those
religion
things
back
happen.
home, the way we take it,
it's crazy.
it's different. Yeah, so a lot of people went out there for the fact that he's Nigerian, and they
the
just
Nigerian
feel that he
people, they
carrying
be-
that grace and that overpower, and he was going to do a lot way more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that takes me back to like what I said, right? If you have absolutely nothing, it's like, what do I have to lose if I just take this chance
I just go
and then
over there.
maybe something will happen for me? If I'm in Liberia suffering and somebody can tell me, say, Kanye, I will pray for you to get visa. Forget if I have passport. I'm not going to be like, no, don't pray for me yet. Let me go look for passport. No.
That's not what the Bible says too. The Bible says go pray.
I'm like, all right, come on, put your hands on me, give me miracle visa. We're going to worry about the passport
it's,
later.
It's okay. I was in the last time in Liberia, right, was last year, and I was in the house where I was staying. So there was this little girl in the house, right? She wasn't a little girl. She was like 18-year-old. The little girl was sleeping all day. So I asked the little girl, I said, you from here? They country, you just sleeping all day. You can go find something to come to me. She ain't got nothing to do. How she sleeping for? You ain't got nothing to do. All the place here, you can plant potato green. You can do all the thing here. The soil Liberia is so rich. Anything you put in that soil coming out. That's a lot you could do. But the people in there, they choose not to actually do stuff, right? Because they feel like something would be handed to them. They feel like they got people in America that would just send them money. If
Especially when the holiday season coming in.
yeah, because
They
I
call
want
not
this.
easy.
Yeah, so at the end of the day,
By the
right?
way, my Thanksgiving on y'all.
Thanksgiving and beyond people, I don't know, on the Christmas.
No,
Can we do a Friendsgiving?
no Thanksgiving on
Can
y'all.
we do a
we
Friendsgiving?
don't do Friendsgiving yet.
My
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving.
and beyond people.
Yeah, we can do it there.
We just started
I,
one year.
I'm gonna have to say that. Is that
you
another way
won't
for
be
you to
here.
get money out of people in Liberia? Do people need Friendsgiving on there? Thanksgiving on there? Say my Thanksgiving.
I
That's
better put-
another.
they
No,
put it
no.
That's
there,
another
bro.
way to get some money from people.
Oh no, we don't actually. We don't do Thanksgiving like my Thanksgiving or your stuff like that. Like I
Oh,
said,
okay,
Thanksgiving is
okay.
actually we use that day
Just to give thanks.
You're
You
supposed to
get
come
that
together
just to
too,
glorify
right?
God.
People
Yeah.
in Liberia,
Glorify God.
any day they use it for holiday, you get to go outside and go party.
But you know
have
how
fun.
people didn't like enjoyment business.
Enjoyment.
we,
But you know,
we like too much enjoyment business. That's why.
I mean, like celebrating freedom is actually a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you consider celebrating, having fun, enjoyment as freedom.
No, I mean, for the history of Thanksgiving, they were celebrating freedom. Yeah.
And I know we all laughing about Liberian people like enjoyment business. I think it's a way to kind of escape. In Liberia, I'm not talking about the ones that in US, because they just like to party.
Yeah.
In Liberia, it's a way to escape. It's like when you have so
Everything
much
going on,
problem,
right?
yeah, you have a lot going on. Cause the first time I went to Liberia, I was like, oh, the people know how to enjoy. Monday to Friday. Monday night, people outside playing music, people hanging out, people drinking, people chilling. I'm like,
But
that
it-
country
it-
got
it-
stressed.
you
it- but
really
it
know
can
how
be
to enjoy yourself. But I guess it's a way to, it's an escape.
But it can be a private
distraction.
mall.
I respect
I don't think to see it
each.
that way.
It can be a
You
private
party
mall,
Monday to
yeah.
Friday. That's what makes
I respect each individual back home that actually trying to survive.
They gonna make it private mall.
That country got stressed, actually, yeah. Actually
So,
do.
what you're looking forward to the most this Thanksgiving?
food. I want to eat. That's what I want to do. I just want to eat. I'm
just wanna
hungry.
eat?
Yeah, I'm an eater. I like to eat.
Looking forward to gathering. I hope to one day spend a Thanksgiving in Liberia because I don't think I've experienced Thanksgiving in Liberia, or I don't remember.
We're doing that
You will
in
love
December
it.
next year.
You will
I
love it.
promise you.
Yeah.
You'll love it. Thanksgiving in Liberia is actually beautiful. You will love it.
Are you going back this
Yeah.
year for Thanksgiving?
No.
Oh, what am I
No.
saying? Thanksgiving is coming up.
No, I
You
will
don't
make
have
it for
enough
this
time.
one.
Are you going back for Christmas?
Yep, definitely.
That's gonna be
Definitely.
nice. That's another
Christmas, I
topic
will
we'll
on
be
that
getting.
flight, yeah.
That's another one we'll get
Christmas.
into.
This
Christmas.
year, every December we've been going back home, right?
We saving our Christmas for another episode.
Yeah.
You don't got spoiled for the people.
I think a Thanksgiving is actually a good idea because it actually brings family together to, like, you haven't seen people in a while.
Yeah, it's like a family
and you have
reunion.
issues and stuff like that to talk about it, but they just don't talk about it, like everybody just get there just for the party, or just to say thank you. We can utilize this opportunity to talk
To
about
fix
problems.
some family problems. I think sometimes people don't want to do that because they don't want it to be more problem. Because sometimes you start talking about the problem, you don't really get to a solution, then it just
gets
becomes
worse than
then it
before.
get worse, and then you're ruining the whole Thanksgiving
Yeah.
thing that's supposed to be a joyous
So, I guess
time.
that's where we ask ourselves, like, what things can we do to make the situations more malleable for everybody at dinner?
Yeah, some Thanksgiving etiquette.
What's some Thanksgiving etiquette?
We'll start with you. Say you asked the question.
Smile.
Smile. Me and I'll say save the drama for the next day. Don't.
Just
Thanksgiving
smile.
dinner is not the place to address the issue, especially if you know the family member or the friend that you're dealing with. You know they're not gonna receive it well if you guys are not gonna hash it out and have a glass of wine and be happy. If you know the person just not gonna receive it well, save it for after Thanksgiving. So
Then what's there to be thank you for?
you're thankful for the person life. You're thankful
your
for good
patience and their
health.
patience as well, so that we
Yeah.
can get through this dinner.
You thankful for the food. Thankful for God bringing you guys this far towards the end of the year. You know,
I can't have
He's
so
like,
many things.
I mean, like, I'm not sure I'm able to be in a space
With somebody
with
else.
somebody that we got a lot going on. Yeah.
so you feel like at the Thanksgiving dinner, you can talk about it and hash it out and move on.
I mean, it's family.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's family. If we in that space and every other family members are there, especially the older ones, just know it and say, okay, you know what? Since it's Thanksgiving, let's just put this aside and everybody eat and go, and we don't talk about it and just scratch that issue. Then
Talk about it another
I
day.
don't want to. No, I don't want to be a part of that Thanksgiving.
No, but I think for us Liberians, the problem we're facing, it's like we need to go back to what the definition of family is, right?
Yeah.
I think we're starting to lose that. And Thanksgiving is okay. I feel like we should always figure out how to have some type of sense of connection all year round. We shouldn't just wait for Thanksgiving to be the only time that bring us together. So we need to actually start doing things together, like actually
family reunions.
family reunions.
That's not a real thing, I feel like, in our culture.
Is it really
Yeah.
not? I think that's more of a Black American thing because
Yeah. Our 26 is
because
a
you know,
family
because you know what
reunion.
happening in our Liberian community? Plenty of cousins that having sex with cousins.
I knew the meal coming go
No,
back
I'm
to.
still not joking. You know what? Because if I don't know a lot of people in there have sex with their cousins.
Yeah, when I was dating. No, but when I started dating that one
How did I
Liberian
know?
guy, I had to get his whole entire information. I got his name. I got his father's name. I went back to my dad and I was like, "Do you know this person? How are we related?" Da 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 da. He said we're not related, but I went to. So I had to make sure because I'm not gonna turn around.
Let me
and
tell
love
you
him.
guys.
laughing- I'm
Let me tell you guys a
laughing.
story, right? Let me tell you
But
guys
now,
a-
why is this so bad?
No, let me tell you guys
You
a
want
story,
love to
right?
your cousin?
No, let me tell you guys a story.
No,
with
why
my
is
sister.
it?
man.
No, now why is this so bad?
Let me tell you guys a story
Don't ask me,
right quick.
Why is what so bad?
What, having sex with your cousin?
Yeah. No, I'm just asking a simple question now. I said now. For now, why is it so bad?
Why is what so
Because
bad?
it's your blood, my man.
No,
You
that
gotta
one
have
won't
sex
know
with your
now.
blood.
What?
Listen,
let
but-
me clarify. Why is what so bad?
Because Liberia was
No, you're
built.
answering the question. Why is what so bad?
Listen,
Sex with your
can't say
cousin.
listen.
In case somebody didn't catch it, we want to clarify.
Liberia, right? Liberia was built off of Christian principles.
Sex with cousins.
No, listen. That's what it says. And now when we go back to the Bible,
But it says sex with cousins in the Bible.
No, they don't.
Joseph married
No,
Leah.
you don't want to. What I like
Joseph
about you,
married
you don't
two
like
sisters,
to
bro.
clarify. You like to clarify things.
Joseph married 2 sisters.
Now, be so
He
you
married
sitting here to
Richard
tell all
and
that
he married
it's
Leah.
okay.
No, but he didn't have sex with his cousin.
What?
He didn't have sex with his cousin.
But he married 2 sisters.
Well, look, let me
I don't think them
let
sisters
me
is-
explain the story to you.
No,
right?
That's a difference, though.
No, there's no difference.
Let me explain the story to
Even
you.
Noah.
We need Nabi to really understand. I think
my
Nabi
sister,
don't
right?
have problem with having sex with his cousin.
No,
Nabi.
he didn't.
No,
You're
listen.
talking crap. So my
I didn't
story,
say I can
man-
do that.
Oh,
Let me tell you
but
That's
a
not
story,
what I
man.
said.
Okay.
But I
Let me
said,
tell
what's
you a
actually
Thanksgiving
wrong
story
with
my
that?
sister, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So back in the day, my sister, I have a cousin. His name is Richard, right? Mm-hmm. Back in the day, my sister met Richard at this party. She didn't know that was her cousin, right? So Richard came to visit my sister to my house. That's when my mom seen Richard. She was like, "What you doing here?" Like, "Oh, I came to see this girl called Rose Joy." So that's my daughter. That's when she was able to realize that's her. But they didn't have nothing. They didn't do nothing. They just met.
Oh, thank God.
So imagine if that didn't happen, right? That could have took place.
Yeah, we
You
gotta
understand?
check
Because at
on
the end of the day,
calendars.
we need to start figuring out how to like. Family need to we need to strengthen this family bond as Liberians. We have an issue with that, and we don't understand what family is supposed to be. People that come together and do things and build things, not just because you're my sister or I your brother. That means we're supposed to just have this strong bond. If we're not actually connecting this bond every other time we
Now
get
that
it.
you're saying that, I really agree with you because I have 5 brothers, and I can tell you my boys don't even know their children. So they did my son run into one of his little girl.
Who you
cousin.
blame for that?
And
You don't
that
even
happens
know.
so-
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Because
telling
people
you.
are attracted. So it's this one guy. It's a Netflix documentary. He was going around. He was a sperm donor for about
I know
10
that.
years.
Mhm.
And the thing is, they say like you can have half siblings and you won't know. Say you meet them out in the real world and you'll be attracted to them because they hold similar qualities as you, and they remind you of yourself. Which when you date someone. They hold similar qualities and they remind you of yourself. So now you're over here, you fell in love with your sister, and you find out at the wedding when your dad finally pops up randomly.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So,
I think
yeah.
that's an important point. We do need to, and I've been working to bring my brothers together so the children can meet. But everybody live in different states. Everybody's busy with life. You know how it is in America. I think it's a little bit easier in Liberia to bring family together. In America, it's hard. My brothers are scattered all
That be
over
not easy. Oh.
different states to bring family together.
Anybody can't you got pay, you got do the car pay, you got pay for they come visit you. you gotta pay somebody that can see you.
Yeah,
That's
pay
what
somebody
you
that can visit you,
Especially you ain't telling the car, right? They'll bring us there.
But
But they want you to pay that way to go back home.
Why you don't respect that country there, Joel?
I love that country. But one
You
thing
love
about
that
me-
country,
one
but
thing
why
about
you don't
me-
respect that
I mean, I don't
country,
let-
bro?
One thing about me, I don't let nonsense, bro. Too much I play operating in the nonsense to the heart.
The people do what they have to do to
Yeah,
survive.
like people
That's
do
what
what
it
they-
is. They do.
And dude, sometimes
Like, people don't have it, bro.
Yeah, they're doing what they need to do to
brother-
survive.
my
I think
brother-
that's
If they
exactly
do
what
this-
it
My
is.
brother is
Yeah.
so
It's just different.
Now, Bill, I can't. Let me tell you what messed me up, right?
Yeah.
Is the internet is so powerful, bro. I see they beginning in Uganda, Nigeria, India, and they beginning to do all kind of things on the internet and be influencer. My people they want to use the internet to go on to tune in Instagram, Facebook. Hey, how you doing?
You saw that video?
Fine girl, all day they get it inbox. Fine girl.
The people they're trying to own the opportunity.
Looking
People
for one
using
more.
dance,
Looking for one more.
but they're on the opportunity.
That's
Some
not the
people
only
using
way.
dancing as opportunity. Some people using looking for women as their
Oh,
way
there
to
you
get
go, on
out.
Facebook, all day. They begin to have the down that inbox there. Oh.
And the December that coming, the Decemberans are going back home. This is a good opportunity for the people to start shooting that
I
shot.
dare you. I
And
love
trying
it.
to find a little
early.
husband and wives and become an imported husband or imported wife.
Reference
And I really wish
episode.
them the best.
Also, Miss
I hope
Johnson.
that Nigerian pastor really touched some of them.
Miss
and-
Miss Johnson, back to you,
Go on
right?
there.
Back to you. You say you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, right? So there's nothing that you actually thankful for.
No, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving because I
But
don't
you-
have no one to celebrate it with.
Okay.
Thanksgiving is a family holiday.
And your
So
family don't
My
celebrate.
mom doesn't do it. My dad doesn't do it. My sisters don't do it. My brothers don't do it. The siblings who aren't Jehovah's Witnesses don't do it. So it's not that I have that I don't have that community to go to if it's not someone I'm dating or somebody who's close to my life as a friend. I will say that's very lonely when you do leave being a Jehovah's Witness and you really don't have that. But I do have a lot of beautiful people in my life that I will be celebrating it with this year. And I guess one of the things that I'm thankful for this year is all the amazing opportunities that have been presented before me. God bless it.
So if you once you have your own family.
Oh, hell yeah, I love that. Yeah.
You gonna have Thanksgiving?
I'm very big.
So you're not
yeah.
gonna do it because you're Jehovah's Witness. So you're
But
not.
I don't have nobody to do it with.
What about you,
it's
Mr.
not,
Greaves?
you never. Okay, so you didn't celebrate it in the past because you're Jehovah's Witness, but you could celebrate it now.
Yeah, I can make my own decisions, but it's a holiday you celebrate with family.
Right. Okay.
There's
now
no
I understood.
family
I
to
just thought you
celebrate
made the
it with.
decision
Yeah.
that you won't
like even with
celebrate it.
Christmas, it's like I don't got grandma I'm about to go drop my gifts off from. I don't got mom who's about to do this. So when people are like, "Oh, you don't," like I would love to, but we don't have that. I don't have that, unfortunately.
I don't celebrate Christmas.
So just to understand, you're no longer Jehovah's
So what about
Witness?
you?
No, I got removed as a Jehovah's Witness.
You got removed or you remove yourself?
I got removed.
You can be removed?
Yeah, so when I was 16 years old, which I think was horrible. Yeah, I'm so sorry not to do so much.
We're going to have to do a religion topic to dive into this. I did not know that.
When I was 16,
I can't wait for that.
removed. Basically, it was drama in the church. One girl didn't like me, went and said this about somebody. I was supposed to get baptized. They didn't like the idea that I was getting baptized before them. They went to the elders and told the elders I had a boyfriend. I didn't have a boyfriend. I got removed basically slowly within the next 2 years after that. At 16 years old, when you're a little girl and you're building foundation, so I don't have my Liberian people behind me. I don't have the people in my religion behind me. I was 16, 17, 18 years old, basically taking care of myself. I was home, but my mother, I was scatterbrained to her at that point. I was of no worth to anybody because I wasn't a Jehovah's Witness. So I will say that did help me become the strong person who could sit here at this young age and carry myself as such because nothing could really offend me because when I was weak, they tried to break me and it didn't work. So
that's really sad. I think we're gonna. I really want to dive into that, but we're gonna save it for our religion topic so we can really, dissect it.
Yeah.
But I just want us to go around and talk about one thing that we're really grateful for this year, so we can kind of wrap it up.
Opportunities, like I said before, God is good. I've been blessed. I've been very blessed.
Have you?
I'm grateful for life, always. That's the greatest gift. Life. Yeah, I'm grateful for that.
I'm gonna have to pick it back off of that. I'm just grateful to be alive because I think we take that for granted. We talk about all of our problems and this and that, and it's like where there's life, there's still you're still breathing. There's still hope. There's still a chance for you to do whatever you want to do. So just super grateful.
Grateful
to be
for
alive.
life. Grateful for the disappointment. Grateful for all the love. Just grateful for everything.
Yeah.
Most important thing is life. That's all you really need, and everything else is gonna. It's just like this, it come and go.
It's gonna fall into
it
place.
just come and go. It's supposed to be for you, not for you. You keep following it. It's like it's okay, and health, life, and just having understanding to understand what life really is.
Let's give one word of encouragement to our Liberian viewers that are in Liberia that are going through hard time this holiday season. What are one thing you guys want to tell them, then we can close it on it?
I guess to piggyback off of Joel, I would like to say, que sera, whatever it will be is exactly what it will be. So find peace within.
The future is not for us to see.
Yeah, as for me, I like to say, stay real to yourself, still truthful to yourself, keep believing in yourself. Everything around you that you look at is not real. The only thing that is real is you. Right? So,
and God,
don't mind the crowd. Just keep the focus. Yeah. When it's time, everything gonna fall in place at the right time. Just keep pushing.
Something someone told me a very long time ago, a friend of mine, and it stuck with me when I was going through a really hard time. They said, you just keep pushing and doing your part and praying and let God do the rest. But the key is you have to be doing your part.
You have to do your part.
Do your part and God will do the rest. Yes, you got to do your part.
Do your part.
What's about Liberia catching hot down doing America?
Don't have... No,
same.
My man will always say America, Liberia.
Yeah.
That doesn't say something, right? So anybody that suffer in Liberia.
You're catching hot down in America, probably a bad money hot down in Liberia.
No, it's not. It's actually easier.
It is.
No, anybody that suffer in Liberia. No,
it was.
No, here we have food stamp, we have housing.
No, but
shelter.
West.
Mentally, you know why mentally is worse?
It's worse.
Because you see more.
Yeah.
You see people
Yeah.
suffering.
Yeah.
But you suffering. You see
people
more
enjoying.
So it
I
was.
was no, not to be funny, but I was at work and I really honestly had a bad weekend and I watched all the girls make like bands, and I was just sitting there. I said, when you're not making it, people around you making thousands of dollars, it can break.
But
your
that's
heart.
why sometimes we got. They said comparison is the thief of joy. We have to
Yes.
kind of turn a blind eye
No,
to.
but
I know it
regardless,
hard.
you still see it.
You see it, but sometimes the way you just
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
log
not
off
gonna
the
be blind, I
internet.
still see it,
Sometimes you just
my
gotta log off the internet.
True.
So for me,
log off and lock in.
So
Yeah,
for
exactly.
me, my advice to people in Liberia is don't stop blaming everybody and everything for the reason why we're not going where we gotta go. You guys have to get up. You gotta work, and work doesn't mean you have to kill yourself. You gotta just do something. Take something, find something, and just do it. Every day you wake up. I said something to myself yesterday, because I have the business and all that stuff, right? And I said to myself, sometimes I'm starting to find myself sidetracking and doing less work. So now I said to myself, every day you wake up, do something for 8 hours, no matter what it is, towards this business for 8 hours. You can be buying something, cleaning something, but you're not just gonna sit down you're not gonna work for 2 hours and you just sleep in
And
and relaxing regardless. So
And it's easy to do that when you're an entrepreneur.
yeah, so just take 8 hours in your day, no matter what you're doing, do something towards that. That's it. That's my advice to y'all. And we not here, we're not better than y'all. We
Nope.
just
Nope.
decided to take our 24-hour and do something, 8 hours out of 24 and do something with it. So yeah, that's what I say to y'all.
Hi to us.
Yes.
Well, that was a good episode.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, and see you later.
See you later.
I'll
If you're
see you guys
watching
at
this after
Christmas.
Thanksgiving, we wish you guys a very happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the check rice, chola rice.
And if you're in
and
Liberia,
palm oil, all
I
of
hope
that.
you enjoy all that sweet
No
food for us.
taste left food.
Enjoy all
To
the
Thanksgiving, no taste left food. And please, Omani, you're not married. Don't tell nobody about bring husband or whatever.
Thanksgiving to know.
We're not married till somebody get married. What kind of wish is that?
All right, we'll catch you guys in the next one.
They put a right baby grandma, man. You ain't married, but that's why we get married.
Why I gotta put it? So nobody put back home suffering, my man.
But and not true people suffering.
When I get support from back home, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't want people to know that they're suffering?
No.
So we should be saying people in Liberia are enjoying?
Yeah.
Oh, the people that enjoying, man.
Yeah.
Y'all want to be living in denial and so be it. Y'all suffering?
No,
Y'all want to hear one funny story?
Nobody actually suffering though.
when I
I
first
mean,
went to
actually
Liberia-
enjoying though.
When I first went to Liberia,